Hi there, we're back. Alright, here we are in front of our favorite painting of a guy. Okay, so something that you did want me to do was to talk to the person in the library, Miss Quinn, to try to do the thing with the ghost. That's in the hedge maze. And we will try to do those things. First, we will do the thing with Miss Quinn. Now, seemingly, new book. Seemingly, Miss Quinn is talking, and so we are going to eavesdrop on Miss Quinn talking to themselves.
Idiots and ghouls, all of you. What did you think would happen? That nobody would mind? That they were not entirely as capable of vengeance as you? And for what? For 16 funerals in 30 years. But at least the caskets were nice. And you never even saw the ruin you caused. It's just me in this godforsaken library. Bastards. What damnable stock we are.
Interesting. I'm gonna do this lucid dream book real quick. Information on lucid dreaming. Let's read on. A type of dream state wherein the dreamer is aware they are dreaming and has control inside said dream. Dreamers may be able to control, explore, and recall dreams in a way not possible from normal deeper sleep. There are many ways to achieve a lucid dream state, and, like many skills, it will get better with practice. A common method is to induce sleep states in such a way as to block entering deep sleep. Examples include waking the dreamer regularly or using specifically crafted music to block the mind from entering sleep slumber. Would a psychologist or doctor know more about this? So there's that doctor who is in this place. But I'm going to talk to Miss Quinn now.
What? Listen, sir, I don't want to. Unless you have that book, I'm afraid I just don't have time to talk.
Well, I do got that book. Here's the book.
Actually, I believe I might have the records you're looking for.
Wait, you... Look at that, you do indeed. Where was it?
Miss Barbosa had it.
How did she get it? Of course. I loaned it to her during tea and then forgot. Too many late nights researching. Speaking of which, on page 78 and... Oh, that's what I was looking for. Thank you, sir. You've helped me a lot. I don't know why you would, but you have. I haven't seen you before the incident with the bird, unless I'm wrong.
Rest assured, miss, we haven't met. My name's Declan Ward. I've only arrived recently.
Even then, I could still have missed you if you hadn't come by the library, I mean. Anyhow, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Ward. My name is Quarantine Quinn. You can call me Quarantine, and I might now owe you a favor. But for now, thank you sincerely. And do please excuse me, I have work to do.
She seems to have left something behind. What was Miss Quinn planning? Well, I want to see the thing. Requires body of water. There's a note written on the back. Ritual requires a body of water. I can use the bathtub in the ladies on the The rest of the message is missing. Okay. So I think that means I need to go to the ladies' room on the first floor and see if maybe the other half of this note is there. And I promise I'll get to the lady in the hedge maze. I have an idea for what to do there. Is everybody in the dining room right now? Is it dinner time? Or it was lunchtime? It's still lunchtime, I think. Is the guy gonna yell at me? Oh, I gotta go upstairs. Who's that? Whoops. Oh. Nope. This button, this button, this button. Have I talked to her before? That's S. Murphy. That's the cook. Oh. Okay. So let's do the following. Let's first go back to the dining room. Oh geez, this UI. Let me tell you. Alright. Let's first go back to the dining room because I'm curious if I can go back in and talk to other people. I bet I cannot, but I would like to try. Hello. Can I go in?
Sorry, sir. Would you mind waiting until we had the place cleared before returning? Sorry, sir.
You will not let me in. Okay. So no. I cannot go back in. Which is fine. I will go do the stairs. That's the basement. That's not where I'm trying to go. I thought it was upstairs. Like the stairs would go up. These are some upstairs that will let the stairs go up. Now that is the ladies' room on the first floor. A small washroom. There's nothing in there but a bar of soap and a toilet. So that just must not be the one they were talking about. So let's instead go here. And then that maybe wasn't the #1 best way to go, but who cares? Walking through doors doesn't take any time, might as well. Because we have the cook that I would like to talk to. I suspect she'd rather not be talking at all. Small burn scars. Scars from years of cooking.
I'm Declan Ward, miss. Who might you be?
Saoirse Murphy? Just the cook, sir. I don't think there's anything I can help the likes of you with.
Oh, that's it? Oh, she's talked more. I'm sorry. I don't know magic or have powers like you folks. Maybe things would be different if... Sorry, sir. I lost the run of myself. Sorry, I cut that off. I thought she was done talking. Talk about Mr. Varley's statement. Mr. Varley mentioned updating the rotas during that bridge game last Tuesday. Yes, sir. So I understand it. Mrs. Joyce would have been with him, though, and not me. Which is, I think, similar to the conversation. So that's all good. What can I ask the cook? I guess some strange occurrences? Have you seen anything strange lately? Strange? Oh, I'm just the cook, sir. Couldn't have been involved in any sort of strangeness if I tried. I mean, more in the general ghostly sense, miss. Oh, seen far more than I'd like then, sir. Air's so thick with ghosts, I sometimes worry about mixing one into the soup. How quaint. Let's ask about our missing person. What do you think of Miss Dane? Oh, well, it's like she sees the world in a whole new way to us. Like it's made of these threads we'd never see, but she can. Magic just flows to her. She weaves it like it were nothing more than a wool around a hook. That's what I've heard, at least, sir. Truth be told, I haven't seen her in a while. You think something happened to her? Of course not. Nothing could get Miss Dean. More's like she got sick of... Oh, never mind. You sound quite familiar with her. Had you met her before? Oh, no. We got to talking is all. She's good like that. Doesn't look down on the staff. Interesting. I guess ask times table. I don't know if I've ever done that before. What are your plans for the weekend, Miss Murphy? Oh, only a cook's plan, sir. Some housekeeping, too. Us being so busy, tomorrow is much the same. I've got to have mass first thing. Then more work, sir. Nothing exciting, sorry. Your seance, I'm sure that will be exciting. Alright, I haven't learned anything from her.
Oh, all right, sir.
Not very helpful. Dining room. Away! So I gave the lady the book, and I suppose the next thing, you know, is to talk to someone who know about Ghost. And this person's a medium, so they'd probably be able to give me information about speaking to ghosts. Oh, got the animation. Oh, look at all that animation. What is all this? Séance contract. We also have her sunken eyes. She doesn't seem to be healthy. She seems to be unwell. I could talk to the doctor about it. Investigate their room. Well, I was in her room. I suppose I should find the doctor's room, right? I would like to go to his room. Room 11. Alright, let me do that. Because he's the guy who's gonna help me with Miss Darcy's husband, but I guess let's go to Miss Darcy, because I've been hung up on, like, a thing that I need to do with her for a long time. Mr. Dupree says that he needs something of considerable emotional value to Mr. Darcy to exorcise his ghost. If he was cheating on his wife, I suspect I wouldn't find anything there. With his mistress, though? Well, his mistress was our girl, you know? And I've already been in our girl's room. So what else could I find? Okay. So I want to talk to the medium lady. Not her, this lady. And she's in the dining room. So I literally have to wait for her to come out of the dining room. Once she is out of the dining room, I can ask her questions. Until then, I'm gonna follow another lead. I'm gonna go peeping through people's rooms, I think. Why not? Let's see if she's in here. Oh, doesn't seem to be anybody here. Well, I'm going in here. Oh, wait. Pretty sure I've already been in Miss Barbossa's room now that I think about it. Because if I go over to this and I use this lockbox, yep, I've already done this. Why is it telling me to look again? I will look at the journal again. Why do the dreams have me stuck in this place? It's endless halls and confusing doors. I want to get out, but I cannot. The night that the dream does not wake me, I end up at the seance. I think my father is there. Okay, so I feel like I've already looked at that, and I've already been in here, so not this person's room. I'm going to go into a different person's room. I've been in Mr. Scarrett's room, I believe, because he's the jeweler. Even though I haven't met him. Mrs. Erickson's room, I know I've been in, because that was the first room I went into. This is my room. I don't need to go in there. Miss Mantovani's, that's the medium lady. Mr. Toussaint's. I have not been in his room. I can't see anything in his head. Actually, I feel like I have been in his room. It's free to enter a room, so let's just go in. I've definitely been in here. There's a letter in the trash. Yup. Alright, trying to get my bearings. Let's begin with some other people's rooms. So I've been into every room of someone who's off the atrium. And unfortunately, I've been in every room that's off the atrium. I've been in all three of those rooms on the bottom right here. So Mr. O'Hara's the guy with the cane. Miss Dean is Miss Dean. And Miss Quinn, I was just in her room. So I've done all three of these rooms. I've done all these rooms, done these rooms. These ones are still locked to me. These ones are free. The ladies' water closet is locked, which is where I need to go for that note I got from Miss Quinn. I could go to this open room right here, but I think that's the bar. Now let's try it. It's just an open room. Maybe it's just a room I haven't even tried to go to. Oh, it's gonna be the drawing room. Oh, it is. But I'm gonna go outside. See if there's anything I can find inside when nobody's in here. Oh, somebody is in here. Hello. Alright, we got some records. A collection of records of classical music. I did see a gramophone in my room. I suppose these must have been put out for the guests. Some books, many books, but nothing stands up. Wait, hold up. What's this? There's a well-worn Bible hidden behind the other books. A well-loved Bible. Many pages have been dog-eared and several passages ringed. One of the passages has been ringed so thoroughly and so many times that the page is worn through. Leviticus 20:27. A man or a woman who is a medium or a wizard must be put to death. You will stone them with stones, for their blood is upon their heads. And on the inside cover, a looping cursive, are the initials CJ. The housekeeper, Miss Catalin Joyce? Okay. It was Mrs. Joyce who vandalized the flyer? But why? Okay. I have a hypothesis, according to the game. This is big. This is big and huge. I'll let this play out. I wish I hadn't let that play out. It was useless. Caitlin Joyce's goal is to stone Miss Matravani to death before she's able to conduct the seance. Now, I didn't even think that that was true. I was just like, yeah, she must just not like Miss Montavani, but I didn't think she was actually gonna kill her. But go off, Mr. Ward. I know what happened here.
Mrs. Joyce intends to stone Miss Montavani to death. I should find and confront her about this.
Okay. A number of books here, but nothing that catch my eye. And there's this lady. There's nothing written on it, and it's been thoroughly cleaned since last use. Okay. Not helpful. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Anything in the middle of the room? The Gloaming, a book of poems by our Miss Quinn, it seems. It is a bleak tone, with each detailing the gruesome death of a loved one. It was published last year. Probably a true story. Okay, let's talk to this lady.
Again? What else could you possibly want with me?
I don't even know.
I won't bother you anymore, Mrs. Erickson.
Goodbye now.
She doesn't like me. Okay, so I didn't learn... I got a little bit of knowledge from the drawing room. I learned that thing about Leviticus. So now I can go yell at the housekeeper and be like, why'd you do that? Unfortunately, they are also in the dining room this whole time, so that's not very helpful. Because they won't let me in the dining room, even though they carefully placed where everybody is sitting in the dining room over here, you know? And then they were just like, not you, Jason. I'm gonna go in the telegraph room, talk to this person, because I don't know if I've actually like talked to that person other than at lunch. Man, when 2 o'clock hits, so much stuff is gonna happen. Oh man. Hey, it's this guy. I haven't talked to this guy. Let's talk to him. Suppose if I don't know where people are, I just won't know that they're there. There's a strong smell of cigars on the man's breath, and his mustache is stained with them. He's wearing a crest pinned to his necktie, but I don't recognize it. He's not leaning on it, it's just for show. It is a matter of fashion, or does he have it for some other reason? Is there a sword in it?
Terrible weather out, eh? Really ruined my morning walk. Still, we're safe enough from it in here. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Skerritt, over from London. And you mark my words, young man, that's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
Actually, I think this is the guy who maybe isn't the jeweler. He was born to money, and he like has no living loved ones, and he's trying to make a name for himself. That's who I think this guy is.
Declan Ward, the pleasure is mine.
Let's talk about legacy, dude. Dare I say, Mr. Scarrett, you seem to have built some legacy over the years. Ah, well, a fellow at my stage always thinks that maybe he could do more. I am the last of my line, you see, an only child who has had the misfortune to outlive whatever distant relatives I once had. A lot of pressure, then, to make sure the name of Scarrett carries on once my time comes. I think that is what really excites me about this seance. Everyone is so focused on hearing a ghost, any ghost, speak, where I'm fascinated by who the ghost will be. To us, it doesn't matter yet. We're not summoning a specific ghost, you see. We're going to reach out and grab the closest, and keep doing so until we find one who will talk to us. And that ghost, tens, perhaps hundreds of years after their death, will suddenly be a star. We will always want to know their background, their life, in death. They will be famous forever. Entire teams will dig into their past, their death, their life. Books will be written on them, and their first words from beyond the grave will be immortalized. Now that is a legacy worth dying for. He must be like, I want that to be me. That's got to be what it is. A relic in memory of Quinn's family member. I don't really want to ask him about that. I'm going to ask him about strange occurrences he thinks have happened. I've heard talk about this place is haunted, but I could swear there's more than just apparitions around the manor. No matter how well I latch and lock it, my door keeps managing to get itself open. I would think it's one of the staff doing it as some sort of joke, except I just can't catch anyone at it. It only seems to happen anyway when I'm already in the room. Interesting. Don't know what that's about. I'm gonna ask him about the Freemasons. Would you be a member of the Freemasons, Mr. Scarrett? Well, that I'm afraid not. It's not something I could speak on. Not to a man that himself is not, if you catch my meaning. So he will only talk to a Freemason about it. What's that crest on your bow tie? May I ask what the crest on your necktie represents? Ah, I would love to, Mr. Ward, but that would be rather defeat its purpose. I'm afraid I must leave you in the dark. Okay. Let's ask about Evelyn Dean. Do you know Miss Evelyn Dean? Know her? Yes, I know her. Our paths have been intertwined, Mr. Ward. I shan't say another word on the matter. I've already said too much. Why? Rude. Rude of you to do that. Okay. I don't have anything else I want to ask you.
Good day, Mrs.
Good day.
She's a tall. The design on her necklace is reminiscent of cracked porcelain. She looks tired, as if she hasn't slept well in a long time. A dress of some sort. Charcoal smudged hands. There are dark smudges on her hands. Perhaps she's been drawing? No, she put the thing in her fireplace, I bet. That's my game theory.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
Yup. First off, talk me about Evelyn. Have you met Miss Dean? She is an acquaintance. No, a friend. We have been writing to her for some time. She is the reason I came here. She invited me, based on my work, my research. But I have not seen her in a day or two. At first, I actually forgot she was here. My friend, who brought me here, it's like forgetting to eat or drink. Then I found some of our correspondence, and it reminded me she was here. But I cannot find her now. So something like there's some type of memory magic that's kind of making people maybe even forget about her. I think that was what's going on under her bed. I am worried for her. Okay. Why can't I ask you about the thing that you definitely put there? Why are there charcoal on your hands? Have you been drawing? Ah, the charcoal. Yes, it gets everywhere. It is useful for sketches of artifacts, shading, to manipulate the values of light and dark and bring life to still image. But still, to never match the real thing. Okay, well, I don't believe you, but whatever. Let's ask you about soul jars, I guess. Does the name soul jar mean anything to you, Miss Isam? Well, it's not technically my field of expertise, but they are jars used to capture the essence of living beings. Not all of them, of course. Soul jars are part of funeral rites in the East. And no, real world effect. But I suspect here, you are asking about the magical type I outlined. Okay, well you're not helping me. I'm actually learning literally nothing from you. So, tell me about some strange occurrences. Have you noticed anything strange happening around the manor? Unexplainable phenomena? Does everyone sees such things then? I thought my eyes. The worst thing were the bones. A few nights ago, I stepped on a carpet and felt a crunch. I lifted it to find the bones of a small hand. I went to grab the housekeeper, but when we returned, the bones were gone. I thought she would think I played a trick on her, but she told me this was not the first time. This was not the first time. That made it all the stranger.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
Look at the telegraph. Not that. Sorry, I fixed the telegraph. I want to look at the telegraph. The hotel's primary means of communication to the outside world. That's all it has for me. The typewriter. The typewriter, I noticed some strange writing on it. The page has been disposed of. There's a letter on the ground. Fallen telegram letter. It seems somebody lost this transcription. It's addressed to Miss Barbosa. So I can bring her her telegram she's been whining about. And then it'll be 2 o'clock. And I can go do other stuff. What's up, girl?
More questions?
Miss Barbosa's search for her information on her father has hit a dead end. I was going by the telegraph room, and this was waiting for you. I thought I'd bring it to you. You did not read it, I hope. Let me see. Damn it. Is everything all right? Fine, it's fine. My time in Brazil had come to an end, but does one do... But what... What did... But... Jeez. Has come to an end. What does one do in that case? Well, my father was from here, so it made sense to come this way. In truth, I do not care much for your ghost stories. We have plenty back home. But this hotel, it has a lot of records for this area, so I come. This event suits me. If I came here alone, I would be the main attraction, yes? Now I am just one more who plays drums in the carnival. There are so many, nobody pays attention. I am researching everything I can find about the area. Census data, birth records, immigration records. Your people have badly kept records. My room is full of this stuff, but can I find a thing on him? This is a foolish thing. I know only his first name, Shay, and when he left this country in 1864, like so many others. Learn Shay's real name. Okay.
I have to be off.
Sure.
Clock. They wouldn't let me ask her another question. Oh my god, she's gone. Alright. I want to... I don't know where she is. I do know where she is. She's in the atrium. The room I'm in. Let's go find her. There she is. Hi, Miss Joyce.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Confront. Your goal is to stone Miss Mantovani to death before she's able to conduct the seance.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my sweet Lord. What is wrong with me? Every moment the witch lives, I sin. Even Abraham could kill his son for God, sir. Why? Why is it so hard to kill a damn witch?
Could you forgive yourself if it were easy? Is this truly what God intends? Think, Mrs. Joyce.
You don't understand. She's just been so kind, and I keep seeing her face. Except there's wet red down her skull, and the squelch of bone mixed with the scent of iron, so thick you can taste it. And her hair is matted, and she's crying, and I just...
None of it happened. None of it has to.
Doesn't it?
No, we are godly. But not everyone needs to be godly to be good. And just because somebody is a mystic, that doesn't also mean that they are monsters.
Oh, I want to believe that. But every time I try, it feels like I...
So try again.
Feels like I'm questioning him.
God is steadfast enough for questions, Mrs. Joyce. And he's good enough to love you when you seek answers. I have faith.
Oh, sir, oh, you're right, aren't you? I can't do it. I almost... Oh, could I? Oh, sweet Lord, forgive me. Maybe he sent me an angel? To show me these people aren't savages. Please, take this. It's St. Bridget's cloth, a brat vrida for your protection. I pray the Lord keep you safe.
Then you're not?
I mean it, sir. I'll find a way to repent.
I don't know how yet, but something will come up. I have faith that it will.
Good. I know this is a lot. I'll be back to check on you, Mrs. Joyce.
One additional action on the mini-map. I mean, I need to go check on her. I guess she has to repent, but probably on Sunday, right? Oh, atone. Confront. Act. What is act? What does it want me to do? Mrs. Joyce felt it was her God-given duty to stone Miss Matavani to death, but she did not want to do this. I have convinced her to be all more open-minded about the others' beliefs, and she is willing to try and experience something suitable. Mrs. Joyce has a strong affection for Saint Bridget. Could that help her atone for her thoughts? And I have a brat behind. I don't know what that means. All right, ma'am, where are you? I don't know where you are. I know where anybody is. You're in the garden. You're in the garden. I mean, they're talking. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Look at the map. Nobody's anywhere. Yeah, maybe I'll go to the garden just to see what people are up to. Dude, this would have been so nice to know there was a map of the hedge maze. That's silly. I really want to talk to Miss Matavani. Oh, excuse me. It's Mr. Scary, not that guy. Doesn't seem like anybody's on the other side. I'm gonna go peep in her room again. Because wasn't there a lockbox? That's the green shawl I think I saw in the fountain. That's a contract with for a bunch of money. That's the flyer, because the maid was gonna kill her. That's a tarot card. That's bloody. That's a family picture. This is a lockbox I don't know how to open. Pill bottles. Empty bottles of medication. Must be to manage her symptoms. I wonder, has she been seeing a doctor while here? Yeah, dude. Yes. I just don't know where he is. I would go talk to him. There's hell isn't in the atrium. I suppose I can just keep looking around for him. You know? Or maybe I can go to, like, the medical section of the library. There's Miss Quinn. Hey, can I talk to you?
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
I can talk to her about stuff. Tell me about this scrap of paper I found, please. Did you leave this behind in the library, Miss Quinn? That is my handwriting, certainly. It looks like, it's one of my notes. Magical theory. But I'm beyond theorizing. I'm beyond the theorizing part now. Okay, well, if you could fucking tell me what it says. Hey, what happened to your face? Forgive me, miss, but can I ask, how did you end up with the injuries you sustained? How do I... Is it enough to say I have terrible luck? But there is some luck, I suppose, in the fact that I've only been scarred, and it hasn't killed me yet. You talk like there's something after you. It does look that way, Mr. Ward. Alright, tell me about some strange occurrences. Have you noticed anything strange going on in this place? We are in a haunted house, sir. Of course there's strange goings on. For example, last night when I was dressed for bed, I noticed that a panel of the wallpaper in my room was falling down. And this morning, it simply wasn't anymore. It was the same wallpaper, but it looked like if someone had fixed it. Not the most spine-chilling of events, but inexplicable and something I might have found unsettling a lifetime ago. Huh. Okay, I want to ask you about this memento mori that's in your... for people who have died. Are you the sort to keep death mementos, Miss Quinn? At a certain point, it's all you can do. I have many. I keep my brother Alexander particularly close. He didn't die long ago. I miss him terribly. Okay, that was it. That was nothing. Well, tell me about Miss Dean. What do you know of Miss Dean? You know, Irish, of a certain class, interested in mysticism, most branches, rather than one in particular. I don't know what she does in these days, but when we met, she was hunting for ancient secrets and grimoires. But frankly, you'd do better asking someone else. Evelyn and I haven't been speaking terms for some time. Well, hey. Should I start asking about, like, other people? I don't know. What can you tell me about Miss Barbosa? Have you had a chance to speak with Miss Barbosa? Cause? No. But I ended up beside her at a tea one day, and she is, dare I say, good fun. Over here because of an Irish father, so she says. Funny, how even after they've passed, your family can take you all sorts of places. Alright, well, that didn't help me at all. Tell me about this, O'Finn guy. I suppose you don't have the opportunity to speak to Mr. O'Finn, have you? The master of the lands? I did corner him for some information on the people of this region, but he seems more focused on the myths. At some moments, I get the impression he couldn't actually distinguish the two. Alright, this lady's not being very helpful. Tell me about your research. Can I ask you what you're working on, miss? Oh, right, yes. I am researching my family, I suppose. The Quinn family lived here not that long ago. I am interested in the land they used to own, and who lived on it. I did not expect it to prove so difficult. Okay, that's all I kind of want to talk to you about.
Farewell.
History, flora and fauna, medicine. A collection of medical texts, some on practices long outdated. Is there anything I want to look up? Look up Miss Darcy's medical code. I already did that. Folk healing. Not that. Nothing right now. Armchair. Why can't I look at this armchair and not the other armchair? There's a cigar burn on the arm's chair. It looks like it was a recently fresh burn. Okay, so that was the guy who sits here and smokes cigarettes. Or cigars, I guess. Going out to this tables. Anybody out here? Nope. Fresh water, good. A horse. The carriage is gone. And I still can't get into this safe. Oh, there's people out here. Eavesdropping.
Hold on. I can't think. I see...
I've got you. Is it a vision?
It's not... Nothing. I can't see any... It's like it wants me to see something, but I can't. Whatever it is.
Should I be concerned?
But there is no portent to be concerned about. Which is... I have no idea, actually.
Well, that... But I meant... Should I be concerned about you, sweetheart? Are you alright?
I don't feel bad. I feel strange.
Why can't I say like usual? Ivy.
We got a psychic. Watchful expression. She has an acute gaze, no doubt watching events quite carefully. Morning cameo. A jet and ivory cameo depicting a man's silhouette. Is it a memory of someone? But who? Okay. I'm gonna analyze you as well. Presents herself more like a child than an adult. White heather hairpin. A collection of small dried white flowers in her hair. I'm gonna talk to you first.
I don't think we've met. Who might you be?
My name's Declan Ward. Miss,
Ah, the man from this morning. The man from room number 4. I am Mrs. Victoria Lau. How do you do?
Mrs. Lau. A pleasure. Another séance attendee.
Indirectly only. I'm Miss McLeod's chaperone. The event itself is not to my taste. I am here for her and her alone.
Chaperone my ass. Chaperone. You said you're Miss McLeod's chaperone, yes? She needs someone to accompany her for this event, and I wanted to see Ireland. That, and she's my closest friend. I had little reason to turn her down. I have no skill like Ivy does, but I am interested in being here. Alright, so I suspect I was supposed to talk to them already, and that this was supposed to be a big reveal that they're in a relationship. Strange occurrences? I've heard of talk of ghosts, but I could swear this place is strange besides that. I keep finding the contents of my pockets under my pillow. I don't know how that happens. But if something is missing, I can find it under my pillow. This morning, it was the contents of my jewelry box. Maybe that's a hint. What'd you think about Evelyn? Have you met Miss Dean? I have, unfortunately. We've been dealing with her for a while now. Is it unfortunate? I don't know if it was for her, but it certainly was for me. If only our paths had never crossed. I can't stand her. The less said about it, the better. Okay. Tell me about lucid dreaming. Would you know anything about lucid dreaming? While dreams are of an area of psychology, they're not my area of focus. Ivy, however, is very interested in dreams. Amateur as she is in the area, she knows more than I. Okay, I'll ask her about it then. What about... back inside? Your companion mentioned something called second sight. Really, it's what brings us here. I know it sounds outlandish, Mr. Ward, but she is genuine. Somehow, Ivy gains visions of the future, or knowledge she shouldn't know. I don't know how, I wish I did. That's how I met her, you know. She pulled me aside at a party to give me a warning, a total stranger to her though I was. She predicted my husband's passing. Perhaps if I had been more open, if I had listened, acted sooner. After his death, I had no question about her ability. She was there while I mourned, and in time we became friends. She mentioned it was weakened since coming here. Strangely enough, yes, I might have expected the opposite. You guys are lovers, but why? Okay, this is definitely your dead husband. I noticed you're wearing a cameo. May I ask who it depicts? Yes, it's of my late husband. While I am no longer expected to dress in mourning for him, and he would not have wanted me to continue on, so, anyway, I rather like to keep the cameo. It keeps him close. Okay.
That's all, Mrs.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
I don't believe we know each other, do we? Have you just arrived?
Only recently. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
And are you, Mr. Ward? Were you meant to be here, or did something bring you suddenly? Oh, blast. That shouldn't matter. Oh, and now I've forgotten to say my name. Ivy McLeod. I'm sorry. You have me all flustered. I am host to the second sight, you see. I know things. Or at least I should. It feels as if, since coming here, I'm host to nothing anymore. I should have known you were going to be here. And be late. But it's just more proof that something is wrong.
So also, I should mention, she did call her sweetheart which I did expect meant a lover's thing, but that's not necessarily true. Hands up in the air. Why you dress like a child? For all that your visions must show you, you have managed to keep an air of innocence about you. Thank you, sir, though I fear my innocence is nearing its end. Not because of this seance, but through the events surrounding it. I begin to suspect that it ties in with my diminishing visions. Cameo. Mrs. Lau's necklace. Am I to understand that it's a mourning cameo? It is, Mr. Ward, for her late husband. I never met him, you know. He died of malaria, and I did try to warn Victoria. I had seen it, you understand. We, were too late, of course, and to listen to Victoria, the world lost a remarkable man because of it. Their bond, oh, Mr. Ward, deep gentleness, deep love. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it right, you see, being there for her and all this, but I know I want to try. That's nice of you. Tell me about chaperone. Would Miss Lau be your chaperone? She is. I needed someone to vouch that I'm staying out of trouble. I admit she's my friend before she's my chaperone, but really, that's all the better for having to keep each other's company for so long. She's a darling for accompanying me in the first place. This is much more my sort of event than hers. How would that be, miss? Oh, Victoria isn't much for mysticism. She's more interested in the sciences, but, well, I'm akin to the mystics. Okay. Alright, tell me about lucid dreaming. Do you know much about lucid dreaming? Oh yes, it's quite the wonder. It takes some training, and some music or other sleep aids can help you get there. I prefer unguided myself, just a cozy space and some free time to explore my mind. I've never tried using an anchor to guide the dream, but I gather any concept can be used, as long as there is a physical totem for it. What if you wanted to explore a dream? Oh gosh, now that's something. Do you have anything on hand that you'd associate with this dream? I suppose I have a book, a journal really, that set me on the course in the first place. Would that work? I can't say, Mr. Ward, but there is a certain way to find out, and that's to try. Okay. Tell me about... strange occurrences. Have you noticed any strange happenings around the manor? Truth be told, I woke up last night to all the windows having been opened. That wasn't what woke me, though. What woke me was a knocking on the underside of my bed. There was nothing there, of course, but I didn't sleep much after that. Tell me about Evelyn. I was wondering, what do you make of Miss Dean? My, that's certainly a question. She's, well, how do I put this? You've read Hansel and Gretel, haven't you? About the two children lured and nearly eaten by a wicked witch? You're not saying Miss Dean is a wicked witch of sorts. Oh, Mr. Ward, do you remember how it ends? Gretel pushes the witch into an oven and she burns alive. No? I fear in my darkest nights I only find peace when I imagine Miss Dean may one day meet the same fate. So yes, we have met. I do not wish for it to happen again. Okay. Well... what are your plans for the weekend? Do you know how you're going to spend today? You mean other than the ball later? I think I'm going to miss Matavani's talk at 5 p.m. I would like to hear what she has to say. Apart from that, I don't really know. Perhaps I'll get some fresh air, unless it's too cold. As for Sunday, well, they don't have any services that suit me, so I think I'll take a walk in the garden while Victoria is at church. After which, I hope she'll join me out there for a walk. And naturally, she'll want a good lunch at the stage we'll want a good lunch at some stage too. We shouldn't attempt to raise the dead on empty stomachs. We'll need our focus for the seance. Sounds like I probably should ask more.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Sounds like I should ask more people about their timeline for the weekend, I think. Because maybe they'll just tell me, you know, rather than me have to look it up in a book. But I haven't really talked to that many people. Or I have, but not to all the ones I want to. Okay. Nobody's over here. These guys are talking. I'm gonna eavesdrop.
You sure know your way around a horse, Mrs. Erickson.
My daddy owned a ranch. Lots of space growing up, but not much company outside of the horses.
If you don't mind my asking, your gift, did it help at all with that? The loneliness, I mean.
Oh, yes. Yes, I guess it would have. Again,
Yeah, you don't like me.
I won't.
Goodbye now.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
I'm good. Tell me about the ghost at the fire pit. Have you seen a woman's ghost by the fire pit? Aye, I caught a glimpse of something, all right. Only recent, mind. She's not been there long, that I know. Miss Matavani is spending a lot of time out there, attuning to the site, or something. Maybe you should talk to her. That's a great point. Maybe I'll go out there. Maybe that's where she is. Chimney charm. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Did you now? Well, it wouldn't do much good just lying about. It needs to be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least, I imagine that's how these things work. Well, tell me what it means, dude. What do you mean there seems to be a thing hidden in the vent? Isn't it just the invitation? That's what was hidden in the vent? Washerwoman. I could have sworn I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. When was this, sir? Late last night when I arrived. Well, that seems unlikely to me, sir. The girls are dedicated, but not that much. Alright, not helpful. What about timetable? You know what you're going to spend the weekend? You know what they say, no rest for the wicked. I'll be tending to the horses most of the morning and working in the garden in the late afternoon. Thankfully, Mr. Varnley doesn't need me for the ball tonight. Then tomorrow, we've had to weave a delivery all morning, so that will have me down in the basement to unload. But I have to tend to the gardens for a little while at 11 a.m., so I have to tend to the gardens for a while at 11 a.m., so I will step out for that. Then I might see about getting a moment or two to rest below decks before the seance goes on. Okay.
Huh, right you are.
That's all I really want to talk to that guy. Alright. Just kind of see who's mowing about in the hotel. Then I'll go out to the garden. And then that'll probably be the last thing to do. Oh, I can talk to the bellhop without freaking... Finally. What's up?
Hello again, sir. Need something?
What's this chimney charm? I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? I've seen Mr. Hunter with that kind of thing before. He's into that old-fashioned stuff. Alright, so he's not letting on what he knows. This is useless, because I already found the thing that treasure map's about. What's up with that unusual Celtic cross? I don't recognize the cross you're wearing. Does it have a particular meaning? I don't know. It seems to have always have done it. I don't care much for the church. God forgave me, but I wear this daily. It's part of me, I guess. What is that about, eh? Alright, so that's not helpful. What are you up to this weekend? Anything interesting planned for the day? Interesting? No, we don't get to go to talks and balls and all that. Most of the day, I'll be floating around bringing drinks to rich folks. Very exciting. Then at 4 p.m., I open the bar, which sounds fun, but only really is once everyone has gone to bed. And then tomorrow, I'll be breaking my back all morning, lifting boxes into the basement, storage from late deliveries, thanks to Varley getting his blasted telegraph machine working again. Is that noteworthy? At least I'm back in the bar once it opens again, and there for the most part until the seance at 9. Any weird stuff been happening? Oh, let's look through some more stuff. Did you talk to Evelyn Dean? Have you met Miss Dean? Evelyn? Miss Dean, right? We talked a bit. She doesn't seem too upright to hobnob with the working man, you know? She didn't at the time. Haven't seen her lately. Maybe she's avoiding me. I keep meaning to just ask her, but what room was she in? It doesn't matter. She'll talk to me if she wants to. Is she a regular guest to the manor? I wish. Don't get many women like here. Don't get many women like here around these parts. No, this was her first time visiting. Tell me about Hunter. You get along with Mr. Hunter? I'm just doing my job, sir. Not much to be said for getting along with people. Not much interest in it. He's fine. Could do dropping his big daddy routine and let me alone to spend my free time as I may. Doesn't like to be told to stay out of things, though. Can get angry then. Maybe that anger is why he spends so much time outside by himself. Alright. in these rooms, see if there's anybody in here. I think that the one lady will still be in here. But I'll ask her about her times table.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
What are your plans for Saturday? Well, I don't think I can miss the ball this evening. I want to know what is considered to be a party over here. Until then, I'm interested in the history of the manor, so I will be attending the Marquez talk at 11. And I'm meeting Mr. O'Mara for lunch at 1. As for tomorrow, social obligations aside, I intend to explore the manor. Quite an interesting building, and so large. I'm sure it holds many secrets. I hear the graveyard is opening up, too. I may pay it a visit around 11. And of course, I do not think I can miss the seance. Alright, that's what you're doing.
May Allah guide you.
Goodbye. Hello? I want to check out the luggage room, see if there's anybody in here. I doubt it. There's something about that pattern on the lid. Those dots, they're not unlike the symbols from my dream. But then how would they be connected? You know what I bet it is? The symbols of the dream, how are they connected? I think they're going to be the same as the symbols that mean to open. You know what I mean? Remember when we found those symbols in right there, open. I need to make that symbol, which is a square inside a square inside a square with a line through it. Actually, I'm just going to take a picture with my phone because there's no way I'm going to remember that off the top of my head. And then that will mean to open the suitcase. Maybe. Let's find out. Those dots, they're not unlike the symbols from my dream. How would they be connected? Well, can I do the dots, please? Can you let me try the dots? Or no? Or nah? Looking at my phone to see if I can figure out how the dots are connected, and now I feel a fool. It's kind of looking at at my phone. I'm not really seeing it, which is kind of a bummer, and also it won't let me open, which I find annoying. I guess let's look. A common vent, now empty. I found Miss Dean's invitation in the manor stuffed hastily inside. Okay, so that's nothing. I think there's just a pen in here. Yeah. There's this fallen luggage. What was that about? Don't have an answer for you. Can't get into this luggage for some reason. There's really nothing for me here. Lame. Anybody in the coat room? No, that wouldn't make any sense. There's a bowl of salt. One of those crosses. Some shoes. Some crates of stuff. Just kind of peeping all the rooms and stuff as I make my way out to the garden. Walled garden is this way. If I run into anybody on the way, I'll talk to them about their times table. Can I go in here yet? A sign that says the bathroom is closed for the winter months. If this key is a locker for the changing rooms, Miss Dean must have found another way inside. It's got to be this symbol. You know, like... This thing reveals a hidden door. It must. It's a combination? I guess. Doesn't tell me anything. I don't know what any of this means. But that reveals a hidden door, which must get you inside the... Where'd I leave that damn Bible? Of course, I left it handy for Mass on Sunday. So that must be like how they got into the room. My puppet. Stagnant water is giving the room a foul odor. Well, don't do that. Toys. Some toys, presumably Walter's. Letter blocks, a pull-string dog, an encyclopedia of undead creatures with vampires bookmarked. So I know that that's what that is. That's how you get into the sauna. It is not giving me enough information on how to get into the sauna because I'm seemingly missing something. It's locked and hasn't been open in a while. I expect there's nothing I need from there. Let me in the basement. I want in. What do you got down there? Oh, fucking everybody's out here, man. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, we've hit an hour and 5 minutes. So I'm going to eavesdrop on this conversation. And then... Well, I guess I've talked to you before, and I've talked to you before. Let's just go.
You really mean to tell me you've never been to so much as a tarot reading before? Awfully common, of course, tarot. A seance or other ritual is preferable. But I really would have thought you'd have some experience.
No, I confess, I'm a novice to the whole thing. But this seance sounded so fascinating. When I heard of it, I couldn't bring myself not to come along.
No one could fault you for your lack of ambition.
Ambition? If you like. Mere curiosity, really. Who isn't a little interested in whatever comes next? Especially at our age.
Well, quite.
Okay. But you're not magic. I've talked about these dudes. Priest time. I want to talk to him about a seance. His crucifix looks different to any I've seen. Strange Bible. A Bible, but not one that I recognize. His scarring looks like if he sees some sort of combat. He does not look well. He's ugly.
Yes, my child?
Hello, Father. My name is Declan Ward. I've only just arrived. I just wanted to say hello.
Very good. You want my name? Of course. Father Lorcan Sinnott.
Good to meet you, Father.
I am sure.
I'm surprised to see a Catholic priest at a seance.
Is that so? Worried for my eternal soul, are you? That I should attend something so blasphemous? Worry not, dear child. The Church keeps an eye on all such things. It is good for us to know what secrets these events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold.
Only rebuking a request for information on behalf of a young mother. It is signed by the bishop. Yeah, I'll ask him about it. Why not? I found this letter from Mr. Varley. Why would a bishop be writing a hotel manager? Ah, Bishop Dogan is a unwavering man, one who enjoys a bit of faux power his title gives him, and the Magdalene laundries give him plenty of that. To think one serves God by punishing women for having children, that somehow it is good and just to separate mother and child. Like much of Catholicism, it does not line up well with the teachings of Jesus Christ. No, Mr. Varley would be best off forgetting about this child. He'll get no answers from Dogan or the church. I wonder who the mother is, or rather, I suppose it's rather obvious. Is it? Times table. Has anything piqued your interest this Saturday? The Marquez talk on the Manor at 11 seems of interest, otherwise I intend to check out the rot. Rot? Others call it history. It is inevitable in old houses like this, bewitching. I shall spend the day pursuing the grounds. Let us see what story this rot tells. Perhaps something there can inform my sermon tomorrow morning. That is in the drawing room at 12 p.m. Should you seek some absolvement. As for Sunday, with my mass done, I think I shall rest a while. Then Mr. Conveny is talking about the region's history, and I plan to be there. And there is the silent dinner at 8 p.m. Perhaps a slightly pagan tradition, but a harmless one. I think I shall attend. Other than that, I will spend the day blessing the halls before the seance at 9. Have you met... Tell me about angels. What can you tell me about angels, Father? Emanations of one true God. Eons are perhaps the only true conduit between this realm and the next. Sorry, angels are. Tell me about this magic that the dude with the cane was doing. You know anything about Yuican magic? Ah, the supposed language of the angels. I've not learned it. Never saw the need. I suspect the angels of creation can speak English just fine. Okay. Tell me about this burial record. What do you make of this? What else do you expect me to say other than someone has recently died? My condolences, etc. to Miss Barbosa. Alright, damn shit. Any weird shit? Well, tell me about Evelyn Dean. Have you talked with Miss Dean recently? Not at all. She is one of the guests I have not met yet. Though everyone else seems to have their little histories with her. Tell me about any strange occurrences? Have you experienced anything strange since coming here? The place is not without its unusual quirks, but there is not much here that I haven't encountered before elsewhere. Yet. I am hopeful that something truly unique can be found here. You're not very helpful to me. Exorcism. Do you know much about exorcism? I am a man of God. Of course I know how to expel the devil and all his agents. Before you ask me to do one, not that one would suffice for this forsaken place. They require permission and great effort. I have never put much stock in the former, and I have no time for the latter. So assuming you are on some form of mission from God, you would need to find another accomplice. I suggest you find someone well outside the reach of the Irish Catholic Church. Okay? Talk about what's going on with your weird Bible. I don't recognize your Bible, Father. Which translation is it? It is an uncommon translation I picked up on my travels. What is the focus of your edition? Its focus for those with the eyes to see. It shows all. I would not think too hard about it. Alright, well, fuck you too, dude. Scarring. Forgive my prying, Father, but you look as though you've been through the wars. My scars. Yes, I was a missionary in my youth. Foolish enough to think I could bring enlightenment to the masses through the word instead of the deed. Anywhere exotic? Many places, Mr. Ward, but do not be so arrogant as to think it's only the darkest parts of the map that need their eyes opened. It is as hard to save a soul here in Ireland as anywhere else. Further away from the dark does not mean closer to the light. Alright, you're not very interesting.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Tell me about your times table. Tell me about Seamus Doyle. How do you find working with Mr. Doyle? So long as he does his job, I cannot complain. So please, let me know if he proves to be insufficient in his task. Oh yeah, I forgot what it's like talking to this guy. Times table. Where would I find you behind reception over the weekend, should I need you? Either here or in the office. For the most part, in which ring the bell for my attention. There are few exceptions. I will be covering the bar for Mr. Doyle at 7 p.m. this evening, so if you need me at that time, that is where you will find me. And naturally, I will be overseeing the ball at 9 p.m. Then tomorrow, the silent dinner is at 8 p.m. While the staff will not be in attendance, I will be outside to prepare you. Finally, the séance is at 9, and I shall be present. What's up with this séance contract? I'd imagine Miss Matavani is being paid quite handsomely for this event, am I right? There are many people claiming to be accomplished mediums. There are more people claiming to be accomplished mediums than you might think. But Mr. Blake absolutely insisted that the grand séance be manned by the best of the best. And it does so happen that the best of the best require paying for their skill. Alright.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Certainly.
I'm gonna ask these two dudes what their times tables are.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Have you spotted anything of note in today's schedule? Talks look interesting. I'm especially interested in hearing the Marquis talk about the building and its history. After a spot of lunch, Miss Callaghan's talk on the other world, I think it's called, might be worth hearing. Then a spot of dinner at 7 before the fancy dress ball this evening. I must confess, I hope that doesn't run too late. Partying into the wee hours is behind me these days. As for tomorrow, I hope to make the doctor's talk at 3 p.m. And of course, I'm giving my own talk at 5, History of the Region. And I'm interested in attending the silent dinner at 8.
Good. And to you.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, now I plan to attend a few talks today, namely those of our hosts, Miss Matavani and the Marquise. And a quick drink at the bar at 6 p.m. before the ball at 9. Then tomorrow, if I get enough sleep, they have a reverend coming in for a service at 11 in the graveyard church, somewhat of a way to atone for the night before, and I intend to rest up in the bar until the silent dinner. Whatever nonsense that is, one last meal before the big event, eh? He's gonna kill himself to be the ghost. That is...
Mrs. Scarrett.
Good day.
That is 110% correct. A door. This leads perhaps to the Blake's private residence. The hinges are rusted over. It has been used some time. Okay. No hidden door. I'm about to hit 3 p.m., which I'm kind of bummed out about. But I think I'm going to skip talking to Darcy, because I've talked to her quite a bit already. Instead, I'm going to try to peep Miss Mantovani in the hedge maze. And I see her. And she's talking with that other guy I like.
How are you feeling today, Miss Mantovani?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I suppose I could be better. This morning's cards suggest our preparations will not go unused. This is an upside?
I think that would be best for you to judge.
I will make the best of it, I think.
Can I do anything for you?
You stay here with me for a moment? I do not want to be alone just now.
Okay. So I think I'm going to ask Mantovani about the ghost, because that's what you asked me to do. And then it's going to hit 3 p.m. and then I'll probably be done.
Senor Ward, we meet again.
Ghost at fire pit. Have you seen a woman's ghost by the fire pit? I have felt a presence, but no, I have not seen her. Tell me, Senor, is this her? Drawings of a young woman. I think, yes. Senor Dupree left this with me the other day. He is seeking a spirit, perhaps the one you have found. At first, I thought this was Senora Dean, but he assures me she is not. Fuck.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
So the guy that gave her the picture is literally the guy that is 3 feet to the right, and it's about to hit 3 p.m. and he's gonna leave. And I'm not gonna be able to talk to him. And I'm gonna be pretty annoyed. And because they're all gonna be at the talk. Alright, well this is where I take my leave to be done playing for now. So let me walk up to this gate. And I'm going to hit save. And I hope that you catch me on the next one. Thank you very much.